What's up? Welcome to Onecraknews here, and let's talk about it. The issue that people run from. What is black? What is white? Really? Because people love to say it's a black person or a white person is holding them back. I've never known a black man to hold a white guy back from success. I've never known a black guy to be in a position to withhold anything back from somebody due to their pigmentation, or even being in a position of power, to say the least. See, what people don't seem to understand, and when I say people, I don't mean all white people, some white people who happen to be in charge, they project fear because they want you to feel what they feel. They want to keep everything in isolation and everybody segregated, and that's the way they keep people in fear. Use the news outlets and say, if you let these groups into your community, they're going to tear you down. So naturally, blacks are not going to trust white people, a lot of them, because our history has shown us reason not to trust them. So that becomes natural second nature to us. But television, movies, music, entertainment, the news has told us that being like them is stature. That's top left. That's top shelf. That is the upper echelon. To be more like them, to pattern themselves after them, wear their suits, wear their clothes, shop at the stores they shop at, drive the cars they drive, and that equals success. And you are above the people that look like you. That's what they sell you to want to strive to be that. And some do, and they really feel that they're better, or on the same playing field, or I'm looked at differently. They don't see me like you. They see me for me. And that just isn't true. And it's so not true that people get caught up. People get caught up into different type of factions. They get caught up in different groups of blame. People say, well, that's just the way things is, I'm not going to try. Well, that's just the way things is, I'm not going to do this. Well, that's just the way things is, I'm not going to try to be better. I've even heard black people say they're not the same species as us. And I'm just, man, they ain't going to let me excel. They ain't going to let me do nothing. You know how this is. They only set it up so the white man could win. Well, here's the thing. If white people and black people are not the same species, how can we reproduce with one another? If someone is not your species, you won't be able to produce any type of children with them. A tiger don't want to go sleep with a lion and go have sex with a lion. You know why? It seeks out other tigers because they produce with each other. A lion cannot produce a baby with a tiger. Tiger cannot produce a baby with a lion. If they took them and cloned them and made a liger or one of those things, it would be dormant. It cannot reproduce anything. A bobcat, just because they're all in the cat family don't mean that they're all the same species. Bobcat can't make it out with a tiger and have a baby. But yet, you've seen cats, right? Cats come in all different, Siamese cat. You got the all golden cats. They come in all different types of design, shapes, and everything. But they can all reproduce with each other. Dogs, right? Seeing all different kind of dogs. The little poodle dog, this dog here, all different kind of dogs. But they can reproduce with each other. Why? Because they are all the same species. But they're different. But you don't see dogs alienating other dogs just cuz. So, the way to get in this business and navigate is to make sure you're being your better self. You're educating yourself. Don't trust the school systems. Learn what you want to do. Find out, like, what do I really want to do in life? Set your goals to get there. Take the steps. Learn. Use your internet for more than Facebook, WorldStar, TMZ, Instagram, Snapchat. You know? Do more. Stop worrying about things you have no power over. Donald Trump, man, he doing this and that. You are not in a position yet to worry about Donald Trump. When the election time comes, you vote any which way you want to get him out of office. But until then, you have no power over Donald Trump. That is the least of your problems. You need to be more focused on your neighborhood, your community, your aldermen, your wards, making sure your block, your family, where you live is okay. Alright? Donald Trump isn't the reason you owe $1,200 on your credit card and you ain't paid it. That ain't Trump's fault. That's your fault. You wanted the 80-inch screen TV when you work in a temp job. And now you got to try to pay that off. That's not Trump's fault. So let's get back to, getting to what really matters in the world. Not worrying about black and what the white person did and what the black person did. All got to move forward. And white people, stop worrying about black people. Okay? Black people has never been the cause of anything of your demise. Your property level ain't dropped because some black people moved in. Black people don't want you. We're not attacking you. No harm to you. If you get robbed by a black person, it does not mean all black people in America want to rob white people. Have to get over this ridiculous fear that we're all about violence and we're all about nonsense. Because the statistics don't show that or reflect it. Just your news. And you gotta stop being so hypocritical. Some and most of you white people are very hypocritical. You blame blacks for the same thing you give a pass to your children for. Can't do that. You can't judge black people by the way they have their hair. Their pants might be saggy. Or they're wearing some hip hop shirt that don't associate with you. when you were younger, most of you guys were into rock music with spiked belts, spiked boots, hair you had gelled in your hair, dye in your hair. You got all crazy tattoos, right? Piercings everywhere. All right, then you got older and you got all that stuff out your hair, went and got a job. And your kids grew up listening to rock music, so when you say rap and then you go to rock, you know, it's like what heavy metal and all the devil worshiping that they do. How could you look down upon a young black person who's listening to rap music? Stay in your own concerns. This is what bothers me. People in like rich communities are worried about people in poor communities that they're never going to see, they're never going to have anything to do with. Why is Black Lives Matter doing this? They're just so disruptive. And I'm like, why are you speaking about Black Lives Matter? You don't have a black person near you. Only thing black around you is the tires are on your car. You don't have a black friend. Every place you go in that town is everybody's white. Everybody looks or resemble you, so you're comfortable. So, don't be concerned about problems that don't concern you. Meaning that if you're going to speak out against it, know what you're talking about first. Don't compare Black Lives Matter to the KKK, because that's asinine. And if you ever said anything like that, people would look at you in disdain. Especially if you had anybody who was a person of color. That's just completely off base. So the best thing is, don't even get involved. And with that said, enjoy the world. The world could be a beautiful place. Have you known that when babies are born, black baby, Hispanic baby, white baby, you set them down, they all play with each other. They're not judging each other. Nothing. Everybody's getting along, doing what they want to do. It's society and you that put your fears and your insecurity into your children. In the world, put them in a shell of hate and separation and paranoia. So everybody needs to reevaluate the wheel. And that's how I feel.